to you here. And right behind me, this is a 2013 Mercedes CLS 550. This car is a V8 twin turbo, and right here this badge says V8 bi-turbo. That's what that means. It also says 4MATIC, meaning that this car is all-wheel drive. Now, this one in particular is tuned, so it makes about 540 horsepower. Stock, these make about 420 horsepower. And in this video, I'll give you guys my opinion on the exterior of the car, the interior, and then there'll be a drive along for the driving experience. So with the front end of the car, I really love the carbon fiber front lip, really suits it. And I really love the Mercedes logo. It just looks really clean, and I like the size of it too. It's really big, so everybody can see that you drive a Mercedes. And the front grills look really good, really stylish. And I really like the headlights as well. And something that's very interesting is this front end, it kind of angles and comes together, and it gives a kind of a really sharp line right here at the front. It kind of splits the car in half. I really like this, and I think it looks really stylish. And here, this additional Mercedes logo just looks super clean, very professional, looks very high quality, and a very nice design right here. So I really like that they added both of these. So this is the side profile of the car, and I think it looks really good. I find that the German side profile design is very nice. So Mercedes, BMW, Audi, they just do a really good job with these cars, and this one is of course no exception to that. I really like the door handles. They're just very slick, and they actually have two colors on them. And the bottom skirt looks really clean, definitely suits the car. It's carbon fiber. And then the tint on this car definitely gives it a very mysterious kind of vibe. These wheels I really like. They have lots of spokes, and they're very thin and they protrude quite a lot. I really like it. It looks pretty aggressive. And as well, the wheels have these holes around the side of it. This is to allow more air into the braking system so that it can cool the car as it's braking very hard a lot more efficiently. And also this caliper is like a gold bronze color, and it blends in and as well stands out at the same time and looks just really tasteful with this overall look of the wheel. Also, these rotors are drilled, and I really like drilled rotors because I think they just look super cool. So I'm definitely a very big fan of this overall setup. All right, so for the rear end, I really like this small wing. It's carbon fiber, it looks very tasteful, and this Mercedes logo is blacked out, and I think that's super cool. I'm generally a big fan of blacked out logos. And as well, the taillights, very slick, nice design, nothing to complain about. And down here, I really like this carbon fiber diffuser. It really matches with the small wing up top. And also these exhaust pipes, I made sure and I checked, they are real in fact. And so I really like them and approve. I like that there's 4 of them, because the more pipes you have, the better, you know? And I really like their shape. I find it's quite unique because it's kind of this like rectangular shape. They are definitely wide, and they have a nice AMG badge on the top of them. Additionally, these tires are super thick. Now, getting into the car, let's see. I put my hand to the door handle and it allows me to open it. And then the mirrors actually open up as well, which I think is a really nice touch. All right, so with the interior, I'll start with the door. It has a really nice design right here. It's like this woody, intricate piece that I think is really cool. I have not seen this on any other car yet. And I really like how it says Mercedes-Benz right here when you open the door. Really reminds you that you're driving a luxury vehicle. And the overall interior is really cool. The gauges, they have this like white background, which gives it like a sportier look, and I'm just really loving the vibe. And then the steering wheel looks really cool and feels good. And with the seats, this is the first time where I think the seats that I'm sitting in are actually not as comfortable as they could be. I feel like I'm not really inside the seat. I'm kind of just sitting on top of it. And yeah, it's really just this bottom cushion that I find could have been a little bit better designed. The actual back part right here is pretty comfortable, and it has kind of like this bucket seat arrangement, which holds you definitely in place very well. But yeah, this like just seat that you're actually sitting on could be just a little bit more comfortable. Also, this car has 2 cup holders right here in the front. I really like that. The screen is very minimalistic, very tasteful. I really like that. The push to start button is very cool because it actually protrudes quite a lot, like more than in my car. So it's very interesting to see that design. All right, also this mirror right here is pretty chunky, which is interesting. And then there's this really fancy clock right here. I like that. And this right here is carbon fiber, and it feels comfortable. I like this handle. It just feels nice to touch. And overall, the vibe of the interior is that there's a lot of buttons and lots of like cool, neat little designs that really bring up the vibe that this is definitely a luxury vehicle. This interior also has a sunroof as well, which I really like because it adds just a lot more natural light into the car. And right here, there's these really nice wooden designed pieces that open up to allow more additional storage space in the back, which I really like because it's just nice to just quickly put a small item that you may have into here and it holds it. Also, as you can see, this car has back seats, which are quite large, and as an adult, you could probably fit in here pretty comfortably. I'm very small, so it's no problem for me. And it's really nice seeing such a nice, sporty luxury sedan, and it has like comfortable, nice back seats. Also, there's a lot of really nice stitching along the interior of the car. It's like this like white color, and it just adds another layer of just detail that brings up the quality of the interior. Overall, my vibe of this car is that it looks really stylish. Both the exterior and the interior have really nice features. It all just flows so well. This is a car that, like, in an alternate universe, I could see myself owning and really enjoying it. All right, so opening the trunk, it's pretty light, and I really like that. Also, as you can see, this is pretty big. So the overall depth is not like crazy, but it extends quite far in, and I love to see that. You can definitely go to Costco in this car and buy a lot of groceries, and I think they will definitely all fit. As you can see, the depth is quite a bit in this trunk. And this part right here that connects the trunk door to the rest of the car, I've noticed it's very similar to the BMW CLS, so they have the same kind of design, and I really like it. It just looks like a very solid, sturdy piece, and it just looks really nice. So whatever this is, I like it. And a nice luxury feature of this car is this button that you press, and then it closes the trunk for you. Wow. All right, so for the engine bay, there's a lot of interesting stuff happening because there's some aftermarket components. First of all, there's 2 intakes. They're aftermarket, and they're pretty large, and I like large intakes. They just look really cool. And because of the large intakes, there's this nice metal piece that kind of covers up a lot of the engine bay, and it's made by Black Boost, and it's actually handcrafted for the owner, Grey Ghost, which is really cool. And because of this modification, the oil filter is in the same location, but the dipstick is now kind of tucked away, hidden behind, and it's a little bit more difficult to access. So the dipstick is somewhere right behind here, so you really have to reach in for it to find it. And another cool feature about this car is the hood. This has a vertical hood, and this is the first time I'm seeing this. Classic German car being very over-engineered. Like, look at this hinges stuff. Crazy stuff going on there. All right, so maintenance for this car is actually pretty straightforward. The oil changes are very strict. The owner does them every 6,000 kilometers. And the only actual real issues that the owner has had with this vehicle was just a few minor leaks in the engine, and just had to get the O-rings replaced, and that's it. This car has never let the owner down, and with these cars, as long as you stick to your regular maintenance, they will last you. All right guys, so now I'm inside the car going for a drive along, and I'll give you guys my opinion on the driving experience. All right, so overall this driving experience feels pretty comfortable. I feel like actually pretty raised in my seat. I'm not as low as I sit in my BRZ, so overall pretty nice. Oh my God. All right, overall driving experience is that it's definitely comfortable in the car, and the car can definitely go. So you put your foot down and it definitely has that acceleration, a lot more than my BRZ. And I'm quite enjoying these higher horsepower vehicles just for that feeling of accelerating very quickly. So I like this car and I love the design. The driving feels great. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and remember, stay chillin'.